All right, y'all. So finally got the Toolbox Widgets here, and still love this box right here. It's really nice having everything separate and stuff, and I wish I'd have got this one first, but anyway, so this right here is not gonna change much. I don't think I have any socket organizers, but I got some wrench organizers. I got like the starter bundle, and there's some kind of loose screwdrivers and trim tools. I got my snap-on ones here and there. I'm probably gonna leave them alone and organize them other ones. And I got some pliers on some plier racks, but I got some plier widgets, and we'll get it opened up. Alrighty, so got the widgets here. We're gonna get them opened up. First off, it took a lot longer than I was expecting to get these things. Probably if you ordered them on Amazon, you'd have them in a couple of days. I ordered these straight from Toolbox Widget, and so I placed the order on 4/11 there, which was a Friday evening, so that's cool. I figured it wouldn't, nothing happened till Monday. So I went, almost 2 weeks from 4/11 to 4/24 here, and I never got any shipping confirmation or anything more. So, I emailed them and just wondering what the deal was and if they had shipped and everything like that. And the lady had emailed me, said that they were gonna, I forgot exact wording, but go on and prioritize it and get it out to me and everything. So from 4/24 to 4/29, they shipped it 4/29. And I finally got it today, which is May 5th, 5/5 here. So total, it took a little over 3 weeks to get these things out, which was longer than I was expecting. The biggest thing is I kind of expected, like 4/11 when I ordered it, like within the next week. Like I said, that was a Friday. So, grace until Monday. But somewhere between Monday and Friday, I figured that they would go on and get it shipped. I didn't think it would take 2 weeks to get it out. When I bought a bundle deal, it wasn't just like I ordered one little piece or nothing. It's, $150 right here. And I figured that they was going to get it out a little bit quicker than they did. And I think somehow that it got, they forgot about me, or something didn't get, handled right, because like I said, I hadn't got any confirmation at all until I emailed them, and then they got it shipped out. But it still took a while to get here, which is cool, just as long as it's coming. But they used FedEx, and I can't speak for all, FedEx and company and everything like that, but in my opinion, in our area, FedEx sucks. Every time something comes FedEx, it's always later than it was supposed to be, because it was supposed to come in on Friday, this past Friday, a couple days ago. It didn't come in. Supposed to come in on Saturday, didn't come in, and then it finally came in today on Monday, which is 2 business days later than it was supposed to. But things happen, but that seems to be typical with FedEx in our area and stuff. UPS and the regular mail carrier do a much better job. All right, so get the rant over. Let's get these things opened up. And I'm telling you all this to begin with, and just letting you know my experience, and if you order them, it might be something to look out for. I look at all these things, honestly, and tell you the things I like about them and things I don't like about them, because, I bought these just like anybody else. I'm not a YouTube celebrity that, people send products and pay me to talk good about them, so, and which is fine, I don't have to be, paid or catered to or anything like that, to tell you the honest truth. like this icon, the Gen 2. This is a 3/8 drive lock and flex. And I love this ratchet. I've been using it, you know, pretty much exclusively since I got it a few days ago. You know, using it with the oil changes, everything, trying to see how this handle holds up, how the ratchet holds up and everything, all the oil changes, brakes, stuff like that I'm doing. And, you know, I went and bought that. It wasn't sent out to me. I get no kickback, no affiliate, no nothing. It's just a good tool and reasonably priced. It is a bit on the high side, I think, for the, you know, budget stuff like this, being, what was it, 70 bucks, I think, $70, $80. But anyway, this would be $170 off Snap-on, because it looks, it's basically the same ratchet as this one, and that was like 170 bucks. Yep. All right, so we'll get into this thing now. Enough ranting and beating around the bush. First off, I forgot how much it was, and you get a free hat. So we've got a hat here, which is cool. I always love hats. And I don't remember if this come in the bundle deal, or maybe they stuck that in there since it took a while to get. I don't remember. I know the hat was originally in the deal. And thank you for supporting a veteran and mechanic owned business, which is cool, which is, you know, another reason why I bought these things to begin with, is because you see a lot of advertisement, you know, on Facebook, social media and everything about these things, and the fact that they're made in the USA and, you know, is owned by, you know, people in the USA and veteran owned and stuff. So I really like supporting the home team when we can do that. I think we all need to do more of it. So here we got right here. But another thing, like I said, with the widgets, I was going to buy some off Snap-on truck because they had just started carrying them before our Snap-on guy quit, and I wasn't able to get any, you know, trying to pay my bill off and stuff before he quit, because, you know, he told us that he was quitting and was only going to come out to see us like 2 more times, so I had to get everything paid off pretty quick there. But anyway, you can find a lot of organizers now. There's a lot of different ones, different companies that make them all over Facebook, TikTok, whatever. But I think the widget kind of come up with the design here to start with, and you see them the most, they advertise the most. So I want to get these and give them an honest try. Because like I said, these are more out in public and more people see them, and most likely more people will buy them. So I just want to check out the experience, see how good they are, see if they're worth the money, see if they live up to the hype. And if they don't, I'll tell you, so you don't waste your money on it. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video off here and you know, get these things set up. I ain't gonna film all that and trying to figure out how I'm gonna orient them in the box and everything like that. So we've got the labels here for the sizes. That's the metric. And I've got standard. I wasn't able to choose those in the bundle deal, you know, because I probably would have got all metric for right now until I get all that squared away, because most of what we deal with is metric. But you know, I've got some standard stuff too, so they won't go to waste or nothing. But anyway, let's see if I can get these things in here and see what we got going on. All right, so here we go. These spacers I didn't use. These are the extra size tabs that I didn't use. They've got a lot of different sizes, on up to like, I seen 26 and stuff in there. All right, so here we have the wrenches, which is a lot nicer there. them all tucked away. Definitely could use some more of them. All right, and then screwdrivers here. They work really nice with the screwdriver organization, but again, I need some more of them. And the pliers here, they seem to work good for the pliers. We'll see how it does rolling around, because the way I got this organized, this one might slide around, but if I put it right there, it kind of stretches it out. But I could slide that back some more, but I got all these big pliers in here that's kind of up against it, so maybe one day down the road I'll be able to have all of them in, you know, widgets, and do away with this stuff and have them all organized better up in here. But yeah, it fits, you know, these really good. All right, so there you have it. There's the widgets, and I think they're a really good product if you want to spend the money, if you want to do the organization thing. And I do plan on getting some more of them down the road here and figure out exactly, you know, what all I need to have. I want to take these out of this big bulky thing here and have them organized out. But those have two different sizes on each end, so I don't know whether I'll bother with the size tabs on those or not. And like these line wrenches, they got two different sizes. There's a couple of blanks in here. That ain't one. I think that's one right there. Yeah, there's a few blanks in there in places where you can put those and kind of make it look a little cleaner there, even if it don't have size on it and all. But anyway, all in all, seems like I like them. We'll see how they hold up, and you know, how I like them actually being using them and stuff. You know, the icon wrenches come in a nice little setup there, but they're bulky, and it doesn't have the sizes on the tray there. You just have to, you know, be able to look at them, which is okay. But wrenches like these are really hard to see the size until you pick it up and look at it, the way they're just stamped in there. It's really hard to read. Like right there, that's a 12, and it looks like it could be 11, 13, or 14, either one. But all right, appreciate everybody watching, and there's the widget video, and I'll get all the aftermath here cleaned up, and we'll catch you in the next one.